YouTube, what it do, man? It's your boy Digo Motivate. My experience on semen retention for 90 days. I've been abstaining for 90 days. I'm gonna tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly. Now, a lot of people have made content about this subject, but I wanna share my experience since I'm 19 and I've been practicing this since I was 17 years old, but let's jump straight into the video. Alright, so you clicked on this video because you probably want to know my experience, and you probably want to know the benefits that I experienced along the way. And I'm one of those people too. I want to know the benefits when I watch other semen retention videos, but I have yet to hear the biggest benefits on this journey from any YouTuber. I have yet to hear it. But first, let's talk about the ugly. I said I was gonna mention the good, the bad, and the ugly. Let's get the ugly out the way first. So the ugly, in my opinion, is you get a huge increase in energy, and that can be a good thing or a bad thing. And it can be a bad thing because if you put that energy in the wrong place, it can really be detrimental to you. And if you let that energy control you, then you're gonna be relapsing a lot. So, for my guys who wanna do this and may have started this, but just can't get past the first week or two because the energy is too strong. So, that's one thing that you may wanna get used to, your own energy. And it sounds crazy, like I gotta get used to my own energy. Yes, because you gotta think, when you've been relapsing for so long, you never had this potent life force energy built up. So you gotta really spend time with this energy. And that's what I would say the ugliest part is. It's just getting used to your own energy. But, if you commit to this and you decide to stay on this journey and learn about transmutation, because transmutation, once you learn how to transmute this energy, then that part, learning how to control your energy, it gets easy. But in my opinion, that is the hardest part. Or for me at least, that was the hardest part about this journey. Alright, so let's talk about the bad. What is the bad? We done got the ugly out the way. The bad is, on this journey, your vibration gonna raise. It's no other way around it. It's gonna raise, it's gonna get higher, and you gonna end up surpassing some people that you might have kicked with or rocked with. And that's not a bad thing for me, because I'm introverted, so I don't talk to a lot of people and I don't have a lot of friends. But I know a lot of you guys may have had a lot of friends or been in a friend group, and you gonna end up being on a higher vibration than them. Not saying that you're gonna be better than them, but it may be a disconnect. Because on this journey, your interests even change. You're gonna start being interested in different stuff on this journey. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that you might want to really think about, that you might not rock it with your homeboy from the 5th grade, from the 6th or 7th grade no more. You might not kick it with that same friend group you used to always hoop with. And, it's not a bad thing to me, but I know some people really, have a deep connection with their friends. And I'm not saying you got to cut them off, but I'm just saying it might be a disconnect. And if that's something you're okay with, then it's great. But, I know I had a few people, not a lot though, that, I fell off with because my vibration was raising. But now that we got the ugly and the bad out the way, let's get to the fun part. All right, YouTube. Now the part y'all been waiting on is the good. What are the benefits? We done got the bad and the ugly out the way. So what is the benefits of the journey? Why should I do this journey? Okay, so one of the biggest benefits for me is universal respect. And what that means is you gonna get respect from cats, dogs, man, women, child. It don't matter. Universal respect. You gonna get respect from the universe. And don't think that this is nonsense, because you gotta think, the universe mirrors what you do. If you respect yourself, then guess what? You're going to experience that same respect from the universe. If you love yourself, you're going to experience that same love from the universe. So I witness a lot of respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, you walk and people stepping out your way, or somebody can do some of the smallest things and they apologize and like, oh, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that they scared, it's just they respect you. They feel your energy, your aura. And that's because you've been putting in the work. You've been respecting yourself and loving yourself. You know what I'm saying? What you do in private shows in public. All right, so let's talk about the second benefit. The second benefit is a huge desire to change. Before this journey, I was smoking weed, playing the game all day, watching anime, and I didn't care about changing. I was cool with living comfortable, but around day 50 to day 60, it's just something inside of me. It was like, man, this shit gotta go. I'm gonna be straight up. Something inside of me was like, this shit ain't for us no more. And I wanted to double down on my diet. I wanted to lock in with my fitness, lock in with YouTube, So, and pretty much you just get a big desire to change. And to add on to that, it's just you get more aligned with who you really supposed to be. You get more aligned into that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, that old lifestyle you had before you was on semen retention is out the window. You get on this journey, you're going to change. You're going to do a full 360. And like I was saying about the bad part of this journey, quote unquote, that full 360, man, you're going to be different. Even your friends going to notice, your family going to notice, and some going to support you, and some going to distance themselves from you. So, that's one of the biggest benefits for me, is you get a big desire to change. All right, so now we on to the third benefits, and this one gonna be for all my athletes and for all my, my gym rats, and even for some of my guys in school who might be in sports. This one gonna really be for you. Another benefits I noticed is a huge increase in athletic performance, energy, stamina, just grit and grind. Like, say you would be to the point where physically you feel like you about to break. Mentally, you're so strong, you can push yourself physically to a point that you have never experienced before. And on top of that, you get a huge increase of energy. Like, how I think about it is, I don't know if y'all watch Naruto or ever watch Naruto. It's like when Naruto gets go into Sage mode, and he just get a huge increase in chakra, and then he just, he just start bodying, That's how it feel on semen retention. Like, you just get this, you going on Sage mode. You get this huge increase in energy, and in terms of athletic performance, it makes a night and day difference. And then in the gym, you feel a lot stronger because you got a lot more energy. So, for all my guys who really big into fitness, this is a real big benefit for you guys. So, moving on to the next benefits, and which is another big benefit that a lot of you guys is really gonna like. It's a huge increase in confidence. I don't know about you guys, but I know for me, before this journey, I wasn't really confident. I was insecure about a lot of stuff, low self-esteem, and I was pretty much a lame. And, it's just me being honest with myself. And when I really started to get on this journey and respect myself and cultivate my energy on this journey, you know, the longer I went on this, man, I felt this around day 30. Around day 14 to day 30, I started feeling a big increase in energy. And I mean, not energy, and confidence. And just feeling comfortable. And to me, confidence is feeling comfortable in your own skin. So, you know, I don't feel nervous making this video. I don't feel nervous doing stuff that might make me look dumb. You know what I'm saying? You get real unshakable confidence, and it feel like you just stop giving a fuck, pretty much. Like, you stop caring about other people's opinions, which is another huge benefit. And you feel like whatever you want to do, you can do it, and nobody else matters. All right, so last but not least, we're gonna get down to the biggest benefit that I said I was gonna talk about in the beginning of the video. We're gonna get down to the biggest one that most YouTubers don't touch on, and that is sense of purpose. Yes, the more you retain, the longer you go, you will start to discover your purpose. And me, that was my biggest issue. I never knew why I was really on this earth, and I just always struggle with finding my purpose. And right now, I feel like it's my purpose to, you know, put you guys on game and try to help you guys better yourself too, while I continue to better myself too, because I'm not perfect. Even on 90 days of retention, I'm not perfect, and I'm still working on myself just like you guys. But I do feel like, because I've been doing this since 17, so I do feel like it's my purpose to share my experience. I feel like I'm part of God's plan in waking up people. And that's off topic a little bit, but you will get a deep sense of purpose on this journey. It's just, you get that clarity, and you feel like you just slowly, you start to know what you want to do. And to add on to that, you're going to establish a real deep connection with the Most High God. And to me, that's more important and more powerful than the attraction. Because let's be real, if you're doing this for women attraction, your head not in the right place anyway, and you should probably reevaluate why you're doing this. I'm not judging nobody, but you know what I'm saying? We do this for ourselves. We do this to better ourselves. The women attraction is cool, and I'm gonna touch on that in another video. But the women attraction is cool. Yes, I've experienced women attraction, but that's not why I do this. So the biggest benefits is a deep sense of purpose. It just comes to you naturally. You don't got to do anything. And that is the biggest benefit to me. All right, so if you made it to this point in the video, that let me know you a real one and you serious about this journey. Let me know in the comments if you made it to the end of this video, so I know who my real ones watching this video. But anyway, though, that's just to break down some of the, and it's a lot more benefits, but that's the biggest benefits to me, and that's kind of been what I've been experiencing on my 90 days of semen retention. And you know, I will go more in depth on videos and other videos, but you know, this is, you know, I challenge you to just start off small. I'm not telling no one how to live their life, and I'm not some guru. I'm a normal person just like you. But I do challenge you to at least try 7 to 14 days and just see what happens. You know what I'm saying? If it worked for you, that's great. You know, take it to the next step. If it don't work for you, then that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But you know, that's my challenge to you guys. And if you made it to this far of the video, I do want to say I appreciate you. And you know, if you like it, then you know, like it. If you rocking with me, you know, subscribe. If not, it's cool. All love, and appreciate you.